Hey, how's it going? In this video, we are going to watch the top 20 helicopter crashes in 10 minutes. Shout out to this channel, Fails of the Year. I've not watched this. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. We'll just react to it. I'll give my comments. I will try to not talk too much, but as a helicopter pilot, I'm just gonna comment on this and we'll see how far we get. And we'll see how it goes. If you find yourself enjoying it, smash the like button, subscribe, and let's watch this. So that's like a Russian helicopter. It looks like they got some FOD, like a tarp flew up, and then it went into the main rotor and then the tail rotor. A little bit of spin, but pilot brings it down. No one's hurt. Helicopter looks pretty much undamaged. Really good job. You know, FOD is something that you got to be careful of. Things like that can fly up, so you just got to be careful, but pilot did a good job. Bell 206. Ooh, that's a bad one. All right, so it starts off really unstable. I mean, from the beginning, problems. You should not be yawing like that on the ground. And then still picks it up, does a full 180, starts to push forward. His skid is like 6 inches off the ground. And then he just dives it straight into the ground. You know, hopefully that was like a mechanical failure. But I mean, if that was piloting, that's really poor piloting. You know, maybe it was a low rotor RPM situation. It looks like the helicopter's pretty heavy. Like they've got two people in the front and then it looks like it's fully, so they might have ran out of RPM and he might have gone to raise collective and just dove it into the ground. But I mean, this situation really shouldn't happen. The spin from the start is the problem. And just dives into the ground. I hope everyone's okay. I mean, but that's bad. All right, so an airplane, a biplane of some sort. All right, here's a Robinson R44. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, what happened? So maybe he's doing an auto rotation, like an engine failure, but it looks pretty stabilized. It looks like he's in powered flight. Maybe it's an engine failure and he's trying to reach the shoreline. Flare, he tries to flare maybe a little bit at the bottom, not much of a flare. And it flips over into the water. That's a brutal one. I wonder what happened. I mean, if it was an engine failure, that's one thing. Maybe he couldn't reach the shoreline, but if that was a powered flight situation, I hope everyone's okay, man. Ooh, that's a tough one. This is the classic EC-130 video. This is terrible piloting. I never read the report on this, but I've seen this video countless times. You're gonna see it too if you haven't seen it already. He picks it up. He's doing this weird drift over this slope terrain. He catches a skid, dynamic rollover, just really not great piloting. I don't know what was happening in this video. Maybe he was letting someone at the controls. He's gonna start drifting right, and you're gonna see the right skid catch, and I mean, what are you, like, at this point, what are you doing? Right here. Yep, and he just flips it over. Classic dynamic rollover. I mean, just what are you doing at that point? Ah, so preventable. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's really bad. Okay, so first off, tons of people here. That's really a problem. Like, why are you operating a helicopter so close? Power lines. I mean, power lines are the #1 killer of helicopter pilots, in combination with an inverted or loss of control in flight, typically flying into clouds and losing control of the aircraft. But I mean, he hits the power lines. Luckily, he didn't lose his rotor system and he was able to fly it down to the ground. And that's the best situation you could do in this case. But why are you flying why are you flying so close to power lines? Luckily, no one on the ground got freaking electrocuted. That's bad. I mean, accidents happen. Hey, and listen, if it ever happens to me, you know, give me some mercy. You know, it can happen to any pilot. It's bad. Okay, so starting off on this one, an A star with a Bambi bucket, it looks like. Very high up. Bambi bucket should be much lower. It is very close to the tail rotor there. Look at that. Okay, what filming is happening here? Okay, so I just paused it. That Bambi bucket is in the tail rotor. His tail rotor has completely failed at this point. This is a really big emergency. You know, if you have altitude, you can try to push forward and the helicopter will streamline into the wind. If that doesn't happen, just auto rotation, chop the torque so you no longer have torque and you no longer need the tail rotor, but this is a bad situation. Let's pause it and see if we can. So yeah, totally caught around the tail rotor there. That's bad. Look at that. Look at that flat set down. Totally survivable. Great job. I don't know how he went from spinning out of control to a flat set down. I don't know if I could do that. Good job, dude. He got it down flat, man. Props to you. All right, here's a Huey coming in. 2 blades. Interesting. So the fact that it's so zoomed in, I don't have a lot of context. It kind of looks like he's dropping vertically like a vortex ring state settling with power situation, but it also looks like a full down auto rotation where they're like coming down and then he flares it and then levels. And if that's what it is, he did a great job. So looks like he's coming down, flare right there, and then just pushing forward, raising collective right at the end to cushion. Very level. Great job. If it was a full down auto rotation, I mean, that's perfect. Really nice. This video is terribly tragic. Very tough video to watch. What happens here is it's at dusk and the water is very flat and the pilot just flies the helicopter into the water. It's really a sad situation, and I'll just let you watch it. You can see how flat this water is. No depth perception at all. You just can't tell how high you are. Ooh. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. I mean, how do you avoid this? Don't fly over glassy water. But, I mean, it's just a tough situation. I think this one was fatal, if I remember right. Ooh. It's bad. That's a bad one. Now this video is kind of funny. There's obviously like a film camera helicopter chasing this truck over dunes. He hits a jump. The truck kind of bounces into the helicopter, and the helicopter is like, oh, and gets the heck out of there. So, I guess the learning lesson from that one is don't fly that close to. I have no clue what's happening here, but not good. One wing hits, skips like a rock, tries to get out of it, plops it down. It looks at least survivable there. It looks like they hopefully have time to open that up and get out, but I don't even want to imagine. All right, another case of FOD. I think FOD stands for foreign object debris. Yeah, foreign object debris or something. But just like this piece of foam, it looks like, goes into the rotor system. Oh, this is a big Russian military or Russian helicopter. I forget the name of it. It's like an MI something. But there's like 4 or 5 blades on this helicopter. They're very thick, heavy blades. They're not. The that foam's not really going to do anything to it, so not really that big of a problem, but FOD happens. Bell 407, looks like New York. Spinning very aggressively, going up. Okay, something happens, he drops a lot. Inflates the floats. Interesting. So, he looks stable, low airspeed. So, pretty low airspeed. And he starts a really rapid spin. Wonder what caused the spin. Looks like he tries to climb out of it, and then it looks like the engine fails, or he enters in auto rotation and he drops right there. So hopefully that's an auto rotation and he drops. And he's got enough time to inflate the floats. Really, I mean, good job on the floats, but I don't know. I wonder what happened there. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below what happened. Let's leave a comment about the Bell 407. It might be a 206, but right, Bell 407 crash, and let me know what you guys think, or if you've read the report and seen why did it start spinning. What if it was a transmission or an engine failure? Sketchy, super sketchy. Alright, it looks like a Robinson R44, but you can see on the tail rotor there's a big horizontal stabilizer at the top. So that's not a Robinson, or an Robinson R22. Very close to the boat here. And I think I've seen this video before. Chunk of bra, dude. Ooh, and he just flies it straight into the water. Ooh, I wonder why. Maybe he ran out of RPMs and maybe some over controlling of the throttle. Ran out of power. Out of ground effect. I don't know, that's a weird one. This is the final one. I'm already at like 12 minutes, so this will be the final one. This is a Chinook ground resonance test. This is a really interesting video. Not a crash, but you can see the helicopter is going to start tearing itself apart, and it completely tears itself apart. And this is called ground resonance. Pretty crazy situation. Watch the whole tail boom fall off. Nice. Look how big those blades are. Wow. All right, we'll come back and we'll keep doing these. These are fun, you know, as a helicopter pilot. I love reacting to helicopter crashes. Hopefully, I'm never in one, and, you know, you just try to fly as safely as possible, and we can learn from these. If y'all found yourself enjoying this, smash the like button, subscribe for all kinds of helicopter content. I'm going to be posting 2 videos a week, so you can look forward to that, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.